Walk, 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 walk. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers around the world, straight out of Ngaruawahia, via Titahi Bay, here's Maurieo. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi 3.5, how's your day been? Mine's been relaxing, quiet, interesting. Yes. Well, I had a nice sleep in this morning, and I had a few problems with my snippets, but I've probably covered most of the points, so there's no point in doing them twice. So let's go straight to the snippets, and then we'll come back and fill in any gaps with the diary. Oh, it's 3 in the morning, and I've just finished web crap of the week, so that's all uploaded and ready to go, and I'm heading off to bed. Temperature's getting a tad interesting. It's 2 degrees outside with a 94 humidity, and it's 23.2 in here with 33%. It's not as warm as it was the other evenings. It's just, I don't feel cold, but I don't feel warm or glowing or anything like that. So that seems to be the case, that obviously the temperature outside dictates to a degree how how high it can get inside. So if the temperature outside's higher, you can get a higher temperature inside. So 23, 24 seems to be the maximum I can get with the lower temperatures. So interesting that I find these out with my little weather station. 1019 millibars pressure wise. So at the it got up to 1030 on those cold frosty nights. So I'm predicting there won't be a frost in the morning, and well, we'll have to see what happens. Hopefully I'll get a bit of a sleep in, and then off to the Blissful Vegan for lunch, and I might get some marking done. I don't know whether I'll get outside into the yard or not. It's very damp and wet outside, not conducive to pleasant working conditions out in the garden. However, I'm sure I'll find something. I've got all sorts of projects and things on the go that need some attention. Cheers. So I've had a few technical difficulties with the snippets. This morning we had a conference call on WhatsApp with young Isaac in the States, and Kelly and Casey and Carlos and Norman in Australia, and myself and Lindy in New Zealand. Now, I had a few microphone problems with my phone. We were each on our different... I was still in bed when they rang, so I hadn't gotten up, and Lindy and I both answered, and so we had 2 phones going, one each. I know. And it was echoing, so she went into another room. Anyway, I had some problems with the microphone, and I think I eventually got them solved. But what it resolved itself was that I went out and did my snippets, but no sound was recorded. So we've got video, but no sound. So what I've done here is I've just put in some background here. So essentially, yes, this morning I got up very late, around midday. I had a really good sleep in, and I'm feeling quite fresh today. And then we got the call from the States, and we did that, and then we went off down to the Blissful Vegan. And this is, I just turned on the camera here for a little bit of the trip down to the Blissful Vegan. That's what's going on here. So we went there and had a wonderful lunch at the Blissful Vegan, and then afterwards we took separate cars because I wanted to go to PB Tech, and apparently my lovely wife hates PB Tech. There's nothing there, so she thought it would be easier to take her own car. So I'm in the RAV, and I'm just driving towards the Blissful Vegan, where we had a wonderful lunch. And then after that I went to PB Tech and I bought myself a power cube. It's like a cube, and it's got some power outlets on it. Rather than the long thin one, it's a cube. And it's got a couple of USB things on it as well. So I bought one of those and a 64 gigabyte SD card for the dash camera. And then I came home essentially. Now I tossed up this afternoon. I decided I would try and, well, I'd have a look at installing the dash camera, but I've not had too much luck with that. I've been reading the instructions and that sort of thing, and well, yeah, I'm still sort of trying to work out how to use it. So now here I am on my way home, coming back home to Narrawahia. Well, actually just out of Narrawahia, because I noticed there was a police car on the side of the road with lights flashing. So I thought, oh well, I'll turn on my camera and just see, there might be something there. So here I am coming into Narrawahia, and I've gone the long way all the way through town and back around, but I didn't see anything. So yes, the snippets today are soundless, no sound, but I've turned the Galaxy on and off and on again, and it's all back and operating again. So I just think it all got a bit bamboozled, and so that's well, pretty much the morning as it turned out. And I came home, done a bit of work on just research work really on the dash cam, and hopefully we might do a bit of work on that tomorrow. No marking has been done, and yes, I'm thinking of other things. So let's well, wind it up there as here we are coming into Narrawahia. I think I've got the camera pointed far out left there, rather than down the middle of the road. There's a little bit of dust on the windscreen, and well, shouldn't be too much involved in coming in there. And well, we may as well just make the effort to come in. So this is the approaches to Narrawahia. You can see those Hakromata hills there in the foreground. They're the hills that I've been photographing for the last 2 or 3 days, and we're following in behind this thing. So this is my normal turn off here. Normally we turn off here at the BP, and then but we're going straight through today, and we'll go through, well, it's not the main street, but it's State Highway 1, or it's referred to Great South Road. And on the left, of course, is the main trunk line, that main trunk railway line that I went over the bridge the other day. That line goes through there and off on up to Auckland. Just in here used to be the old railway station, but it burnt down. And this is some of the shops in town, mostly takeaways there. And then we're going to turn, there's the public toilet there, the town clock on the left there, and then we're going to turn left here into the street here, and I think it's Princess Street, and then we come to the roundabout at the end. Well, it's in Durham Street, and that's our street there. It's going to be the second on the left will take us into the street that I live in, Durham Street, and you can see it's a 30-metre wide tree-lined avenue. The trees have all lost their leaves at the moment, and they're just down here to Westgate Street, and this is my place on the corner with all the trees around it, and we turn in the driveway, and we're home, jiggity jog, and there's the garage door, and well, I think we could just about wind it up there. All good. Yes, so a few little technical difficulties with the snippets there, but I think we covered the day with a bit of improvisation there, and covered all of the main features of the day. So let's head on over now to the diary. With we'll touch in at the Q&A first, and just a reminder about that. I'm thinking of maybe doing that a little bit later tonight, but I'll see how I go on that one. And so here's not the diary. This is my emails there. Here's the diary here. Here it is. And well, not a lot happening today, as you can see. 847 steps. You can't get much done in 847 steps. So a lot of sitting and thinking and sleeping, I would imagine. And marking, well, I've called it Marking 8. The marking, I'm going to stay with the marking theme until the marking is done, which is probably going to be next Friday, but we will see what happens. I have done a little bit today. I answered one email from one of my students sent back to say that they weren't going to send something in that I thought they were. So that's all good. Question and over at wherewhatwho was aware, and well, pretty much we're all done. So nothing much else happening. Lots of things on the go, but yeah, nothing too major to report. So what's happening there? Next we go to the daily challenge, and here it is here. What does the Latin word alibi mean literally? Alibi. It's a Latin word. What does it actually mean? One of those four there. So yeah, put your answer in the comments below the video, or guess one of these here. Yesterday's question was, what nationality is the artist MC Escher? The mathematician type artist. He's Dutch, and Tartan Snowflake came in with that one beautifully. So I think that concludes our today's vlog. Thanks everybody for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. I appreciate seeing you, and hopefully we'll see you again in the future. Tomorrow would be good, but hey, if you've got something else on, we understand, we know the score. So just when you're ready, come and see us. All good. Cheers. See you.
That's all, folks.
This has been a Maurieo presentation, recorded live in our studio at Ngaruawahia, capital of the Waikato district, a district towards the top of the North Island of Aotearoa, New Zealand, the land of the long white cloud. We're a little country right at the bottom of the globe, a place where Kiwis live in a South Sea island paradise we like to call God's own country.